JoJo Siwa song she was singing. Oh, she was singing JoJo Siwa? Damn. Admitting torture is wild. It is. Mr. Zed, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Admitting torture is wild. Wild. I think it depends the type of torture. It depends. Like there's like physical torture and psychological torture, but there's like torturing people with music that they don't like, for example. I didn't mean to ramble so much. What's your favorite tree, Faye? My favorite tree is a, I would say willows. They're willows. Cherry blossoms are very pretty. And also, I don't mind you rambling. I really like people rambling. Don't worry. There's some questions like who in chat would you hog tie? What? Smooth Brain, welcome. Autumn Fox, welcome. And Ale, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let me. You're streaming for a while. Yes, I'm streaming for an additional hour. So you guys can hang out here if you want to hang out. They have pink willow blossoms. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Keyboard ASMR. Japan just had cherry blossoms. Yeah, but tourism is chaotic, I heard. Absolutely. It gets very chaotic when the cherry blossoms, because it's a whole phenomenon. I cannot speak. Phenomenon. 10 out of 10 keyboard ASMR. Thank you so much, Adam Fox. Also, your favorite kind of tree is the same as Oded. Oh! The owl and I. The owl and I share some common points. I'm so glad. I hope she will deliver me some letters. She can find me, even in the forest. Bip, 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 bip. For the ones that just joined, maybe I should like re-reply to the few questions I got, because like I did not get a lot. I think I got 9. I got 9. So someone asked if I was going to upload VODs and other stuff to YouTube or Twitch, and I said yes, I will. I will definitely upload VODs. I will try to stream with a screen recording for AniLive. Not today, but next time I will, definitely. Just to try and see if it's stable. Favorite D&D edition would be Legacy. Because Legacy lets us play more species than the newest versions. Do I plan to stream on Twitch or YouTube? Yes. Lottie, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Hi, Philly. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm just rereading the questions that people asked me on Marshmallow. Do you plan to stream on Twitch or YouTube? Yes. Probably YouTube. I mentioned 2.0 during my debut, so that's probably what's going to happen. What type of content will you offer? I mentioned previously I'm a variety streamer, so I will definitely do ASMR, chaotic stream, gaming streams. Take your time. You're awesome and amazing. Take your time. ASMR gaming, hand cams once I can. What else? Probably drawing streams as well. Reading bedtime stories. There's a lot more about my lore. I will definitely make you guys a whole sheet for that. Any specific genre for games? I like cozy games. So probably cozy games, but I would also like to play like fun games with other people, other VTubers, other Jane mates as well. I would try to play horror games. You guys would probably laugh a lot at my reactions. Like I'm a huge scaredy cat, a huge scaredy cat. I'm very easily scared. So I think you guys would have lots of fun watching me play horror games. Ramen Noodles, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? So yeah, horror games maybe I will try. I remember that time I tried to play Roblox Doors and was actually super stressed. After a while, I felt less scared. Imagine Texas Chainsaw Massacre with 3 hunters and 4 survivors. What? Is it a game I know? It is. Um, 3 hunters, like, mm, like I know of games that are similar that I like that are like DBD, um, and yeah, it could be better. How are you? I'm so sorry to hear. I hope you feel better soon. I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. DBD and my brain doesn't work. Identity TV. Dreamy Chew, welcome. Thank you for joining for the first time, probably. Second time, if you were there for my debut. How are you doing? And thank you for liking the stream. What's my current favorite song? I said the latest song from Oshimashi Suisei. Ranchan, welcome, and Tatan, welcome. Thank you for joining. I wish Friday the 13th was active. That would have been fun. Hello, how are you guys? Good. And yeah, it was a debut. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're good as well. Hey, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing, Ranchan? And welcome back. You're awesome and amazing. Mr. Zed, thank you so much for liking the stream. Ranchan, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome back. Welcome back. uh, what else? Who's my Yoshi? Koseki Bijou. We're just chatting. We're just chatting. If you guys in chat have any more questions for me that you want to ask, I will gladly share any type of question I can reply to. Share my answers. Yes. And thank you for the hi, Ranchan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I really like Bijou. Yeah, I'm a Pebble. I'm a Pebble fan. She's very cute, and I just love her little face. Bibu's adorable. Bibu's adorable. The Moai face. You're forced to go on a walk, but it can have any scenery you'd like. What scenery is there? That's an interesting question. I'm walking. I'm walking down a path next to a lake, and I see the sun reflecting on its surface. I don't want to go behind a waterfall. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I'm absolutely into tarot. Yes, I'm planning to do a tarot reading stream on Friday. So if you're interested, I will do individual readings. What got me into tarot? So, well, I have to learn spells as a forest spirit. I have to learn a little bit about magic in general. I have to learn about mythology. I have to learn about pantheons, such and such. And I stumbled upon divination one day. And I was like actually curious about divination. And I saw multiple ways of doing divination. Hello, Odette. Welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for liking. She's delivering me a letter. Yay. Okay. You're a pebble. Well, sticking out your gat for Nerizzler. Nerizzler. Hello, Odette. How are you doing today? And yeah, I discovered tarot and I was like, okay, that looks interesting. And picked up the cards and never let them go. That's what happened. But I also use the pendulum sometimes. So yeah, I really like divination. Katuban, welcome. Thank you for joining. I always wanted to try tarot. Seems so cool. Well, usually now when you buy a tarot deck, they will give you a little like manual with the signification of the cards, usually. And in the beginning, you can learn with that, or you can learn through the internet because the internet is a great place to learn stuff. And the more you do it, the less you will need the manual, basically. I even myself still check the manual sometimes, and I've been like really pulling tarot for like about 5 years. So yeah, tarot teaching stream when I could do that. I could do that. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. What's the craziest thing you've read, if not too personal? I've read as in books, fan fiction, such and such. Yukita, welcome. Thank you for joining. By the way, Odette, how did you feel for your debut? Are you feeling well rested? Thank you for liking, Yukita. Oh, with tarots. Oh, tarot readings. Okay, my bad. My bad. No, my bad. Craziest thing the craziest thing I've read in tarot. I feel like a clown now. I'm glad. Let me see. Oh, I remember. I had this one foxman, not Kenzo, like an actual anthropomorphic type of fox that asked me if it was going well with his partner. Like he didn't really know because they were a bit distant. And I pulled the tarot and I was like, yeah, it's not going good at all. I believe that they're going to drop you. And I saw this person again, this fox man again, still not Kenzo, a few years later, and they told me, yeah, this person actually broke up with me the next day. And I felt very, very bad because most of the time I do not like to do tarots that are like that. Where he's like, is this in your world at me? In my enchanted forest. Yes. If you know the fables from La Fontaine, there's a little bit of creatures like that. I believe they're like maybe spirit inhabited animals. I've done oracle cards. I'm too scared to try tarot cards. Well, oracle I believe has more of the reputation to be softer in the readings. Like it's quote unquote nicer. While tarot can be extremely harsh. I do have an oracle that I need to actually get accustomed to. It's the Citadel Oracle, if you guys are curious. Who made it? Let me check. Citadel Oracle ASMR keyboard. The Citadel Oracle deck by Eleanor Tremer and Fez Inkwright. Have you ever had any collections like crystal or plants? Actually, yes, I do. I do collect gems, crystals. For plants, I love to dry my own plants. Like I will first, for example, I would need rose petals for something. I would go grab the roses and let them dry on a string. And for the crystals that I have laser quartz, selenite, labradorite, amethyst, rose quartz. Let me think. What else do I have? Bismuth. Biking. Have a good day or night as well. And sleep well if you do go to sleep. What else? What else? What else? Do you read into the crystals at all, or do you just like how they look? The obsidian, yes, I have an obsidian celestial eye. I think it's how it's called in English. Yeah, obsidian celestial eye and obsidian and tourmaline. I have a lot of gems, little crystals. I do not read into the crystals. Crystals. I do meditate with them from time to time because, like, they make me feel more grounded. Basically, I feel more grounded with those. I mean, it's the element of earth. It does make a little bit of sense to be more grounded if you're touching something that comes from the earth. um, what else? Because we started talking about um, esotericism, occultism. I've actually did a little bit of spiritism at some point in my life, safely. It was very interesting. I'm not sure I would do it again though. I'm not sure I would do it again. It can be a little bit scary if you're not prepared, and I don't think I was prepared enough. If you guys have water close to you, don't forget to stay hydrated. I will take a sip right now. There we go. Sorry. Sen, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, yes, please hydrate, rest, and smile when needed, chat. Absolutely. We need you guys to be feeling your absolute best. Or if I can help you feel better, I will. I would absolutely love that. Um, always will, always have. Oh, Odette is back. Thank you for liking the stream, Odette. I'm trying to think of my next projects incoming. For the future projects incoming, your voice makes me feel a bit more calm. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad it does. I'm really glad it does. Hi. Hi, Odette. Thank you for the little hi. The projects that are going to come ASAP. I actually commissioned an artist, the artist that made my thumbnail for this stream, and also my first fan art ever. I commissioned him for a YouTube thumbnail slash video background to make an ASMR video that will probably last between 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. So roleplay ASMR, that's my next big project. I'm also planning to do a series for you guys if you like plants, about plants. Forageable plants that you can eat, to be exact. Ranchan, thank you for the hamburger. Gotta go sleep now. Enjoy your stream, Feifei. Thank you so much, Odette. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Thank you so much for coming. So if you guys like plants, and I've made sure, since plants vary depending on the environment you're in, to put in this series plants that you can find almost everywhere. I love ASMR. I'm so excited. I'm glad to hear that, Raymond Noodles. I will definitely post the link on X as well. So a short series of about 1 minute videos to talk about one plant a day that I will post on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And if you guys ever want to go out and forage some plants that you can eat, you will have this little manual. And don't forget to make your research, because sometimes these plants can be toxic. Like some plants will look like the plants you're looking for and be toxic. But I also mentioned that in my videos, in my shorts that I'm preparing. I make sure to mention these details because they're very important. So yeah, a little bit of educational content. I will also do group tarot readings for you guys, such as the one that I did in my debut, that I will do in short and TikTok version. Chama, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? So this that I'm also preparing, I'm telling my friend about you, and she wanted to tell me that you're pretty. Thank you so much, so I really appreciate it. Hi, Chama. Thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So we have this series that is coming up that I'm preparing, and that will be posted every day. I think I'm gonna prepare 7 videos for every week. If you guys checked out my schedule, I actually have the Tuesday offline. So Tuesdays offline, which means Tuesdays are the recording days. So planning to make more contents for you guys to enjoy and to relax, mostly because I really want you guys to feel cozy. If you're feeling tired or anything, I'm here to make you unwind after a long day of work, a long day of school. That's what I want. I want you guys to feel comfortable. um we'll also do, as it's planned, probably YouTube videos, um reading stories, so soft spoken bedtime stories as well, because I will do streams like that, but I will also do videos if you guys like ever want to listen to it at any time. Starry balloon. Is it a star-shaped balloon, VR Chama? Kraken, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? You love that? I'm noting that. I'm writing that down right now. I'm writing that down right now. Give me a second. So it's going to enter the ASMR type of videos, but in this situation, it's going to be more like story reading. And I might, I know some of you guys on X that follow me might like to write. If any of you guys want to write short stories that you would like me to read on a video or on stream to unwind and feel better, I would love to do that with you guys. Let me write this. Can't wait. I'm glad you guys are excited for it. Love story reading stuff. Got me back into my short story hyperfixation. Your voice and model are nice. Thank you so much, Vera Chama. I really appreciate that. That's super nice. Short story hyperfixation. Honestly, Jimmy Chu, you're making me think about something. I'm someone that loves to write as well. And I have this one hyperfixation, which is written roleplay. I love to do written roleplay. That's why I like D&D so much, because I like to world build, create stories, create characters that have like some sort of depth inside of them, like to make them more quote unquote human. Yes, I am a role player. I've got into writing recently as well. Hey, are you also a role player yourself? So yes, I have this huge hyperfixation on roleplay, and I just love to create more characters. I just love to make stories. Maybe I will write a story based on one of those role plays I have. I think you guys would really enjoy the crazy stuff that happens. There's like action, there's like romance. It's very fantasy based as well. So I think you guys would love it. You're also a role player yourself. I'm so glad to meet other role players. Because sometimes like I feel like I'm the only one having this type of hyperfixation. And I always wanted to do like real life roleplay as well. Go to a Ren fair or something like that and do it. I want to try role playing at some point. If you like writing, I think you would love to try role playing. It's like basically creating a story, but with someone else, or sometimes multiple people at the same time. And that's why I think it's like super cool, because like you can share your own creativity. I know with some like role play partners that I had, they were like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with this character," and I would like they would like explain the trope for me. Like for example, I had like one partner that was like, yeah, I want to do this little star boy that fell from the sky. What do you think of their design? They showed me art, and I was like, why don't you put star-shaped freckles on their face? And they were like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. And I love to share these types of ideas to these people. It's really really cool. I love to share in general, whether it's design ideas, story IDs, character traits IDs, creating worlds, creating reasons for why characters do this or that. I love it. It makes me very happy. So yeah, if you like reading, I think you would love roleplay. Soft spoken. Thank you so much for the heart cell. Soft spoken story reading. Izumi, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Soft spoken story reading. I'm writing that down. Chama, thank you so much for the heart eyes. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hi. Hi, Izumi. How was your day? How are you feeling? Ooh, my eyes itchy a little bit. I've been good. How are you? I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm glad to hear that you're good as well, Izumi. I'm very happy to see you here. We were talking about roleplay 2 seconds ago. Would you ever do a RP stream with your gin mates, maybe? If they're into roleplay, why not? But I'm actually planning to do a D&D campaign with them. Some of them. If I don't know if all of them are into D&D, but I will probably ask them out and see if they want to do it. I've mentioned it before, but I think some of them would be. Thank you so much for the Oshi sticker, Izumi, and thank you for liking Jimichu and Izumi as well. So I think D&D would be interesting because it includes a part of roleplay and a part of gaming. So maybe do a D&D campaign with my gen mates would be very interesting. It would be very, very fun, I think. So yeah, that's one of my little projects on the side. Not one of my priorities because like I need to actually get back into D&D as a whole. I need to restudy certain things that I forgot because it's been a while. I do have a little character ready that I have never played. A little gnome wizard. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's one of the things I want to do. I'm also planning to do. I really want to do a game show with my gen mates. I want to host a game show and see if they have like maybe make teams and have them like reply to questions in teams to see if they have like a lot of general culture and see which one is good at picking up on which fact. I'm really curious to see that. So yeah, maybe a quiz. I've never played D&D, but like listening to campaign stories. Yeah, the campaign stories can be very, very interesting. D&D, if you are into D&D, wait, are you a GM? I am not a GM originally, but I think I could be. If you like anything that is like fantasy-esque, and if you like role-playing, I think as a whole, you would probably enjoy D&D. It's not as complicated as it looks, despite it needing a little bit of calculation sometimes. But no, I've never been a dungeon master, but I'm sure I could be. I'm sure I could be. Or you know what? If we need a DM or GM, I can just reach out to Vance. I go and reach out to Vance. Hello, Vance. Could you be our dungeon master? Oh, that would be very, very awkward. I'm very shy. I'm extremely shy, guys. I'm so scared to bother people. That's why I don't DM them. I mean, I could probably ask Lulu to do that. She's good at chatting with people. Probably way better than I am. So that would be funny. I'm sure Lulu would love to partake. Damn, there's only 30 minutes for us to hang out with. They make pre-made adventures that would help take some of the pressure off being a first-time GM. Yeah, that could be interesting to do as well. That could be very interesting to do. I'm writing that down. I'm also writing that down. And give me a second. I would love to see a Nexus D&D campaign. I really want to do it, so I'm definitely like keeping that in mind. Doo, 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 doo. Let me write this down as well. I think you guys would have a lot of fun of like seeing us doing our classic shenanigans. Um, I saw a few people asking if any of us had like favorite gen mates or gen mates we were the closest with. In my case, it might not look like it, but I think one of the gen mates I'm the closest with is actually Leo Bell. Yes, the big fighting lion. D&D is another thing I want to try to get into someday. I'm sure you would love it, Dreamy Chew. I'm sure you would love it. Leo is a funny small kitty. Yeah, yeah. Leo is Leo is a very fun guy to be around. He's very fun. I'm hoping that if he ever does a drinking stream when we can collab, he invites me because I'm a goofy little goober when I start drinking, and I get very euphoric, if I could say. I laugh a lot. I'm very hyper. I need to see. You need to see the drinking collab. Noted. Noted. We'll also check out with management if we can get shoot face drunk, to not say the word. I know I'm not going to say weird stuff, so that would be good. Oh yeah, I'm writing it down. Ask Leo for a drinking collab. There we go. I will not forget about this. You guys give me great ideas. If you have any more questions for me that you want to ask, go ahead. I will reply to any of those, as long as they're not, you know. Mm-mm. What else have I in stock for you guys? Yeah, the quizzes. Love your voice. Thank you so much, Yukita. Really, really appreciate it. Bonabai, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to do art videos, like spit paints of me redesigning um other VTubers based on their lores, uh game characters or show characters. Um Game characters and show characters would be interesting if I did it without knowing about the game or show, to see if I could like have a different take on it. Wait, I love speed paints. What the hell? I'm glad you do. So you will probably enjoy this type of content. Thank you, thank you for the Hoshi sticker, Izumi. Thank you. Especially since I'm drawn Procreate. I think that would be easy for me to do. Thank you for all the Hoshi stickers, Izumi. I really appreciate it. Yeah, as an artist, I think I could use that. That would be interesting to do. Do you have a favorite original character? I have so many original characters that I don't know if I have a favorite. Um, when you draw in general and when you make original characters, you put a part of yourself in them. And in my case, I okay, I don't wanna sound like I'm, you know, I think it's important that you guys do as well. I actually really like myself. And I hope you guys like yourselves too. So when I put some parts of myself in my characters, I always love them, because even if they're very different from me, I still can't see what they go through and how they grow and what makes them a little bit me as well. Self-love is best love. Yes, absolutely. That is facts. And I hope you guys love yourselves because it's the most important thing. Because in the end, you guys will only have yourselves first and foremost. So please remind yourselves that you are the thing that you must cherish at all costs. You are the priority. And then comes your friends and family. Sorry, moment of Faelie wisdom. But yeah, and if one of you guys ever doubt about yourself, it's normal to have self-doubt. You can always come to me and I will cheer you up and I will reassure you because I love to do that. I love to make people understand that they have such great value for each other. Like even for themselves. I like to make them understand that. You guys are precious and I love you. Okay. Never forget. If I have to say it at every stream, I will. T, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? I might hold you to that, Fairly. You can. You can absolutely hold me to that. If you ever doubt, you can always reach out to me and I will make sure that you understand that you're a great person. I really like making people happy. That's why I do this in the first place. That's why I'm a VTuber. I want people to be happy. I want people to feel relaxed. I want people to feel cozy. I just want people to feel good about themselves and what happens around them, even if it's chaos. I want to be a little beacon of light in the midst of chaos for people. Thank you for the heart to you. Thank you so much, Izumi. So yeah, that's the whole my whole gist question mark. I think that's how you say it. My French brain is coming back. So yeah, oh yeah, I remember there's also someone that asked in my Twitch chat, in the Twitch chat, that if I was like going to buy a 3DO or something of the sort to do ASMR. Yes, I will. I will. I want to invest in that. English is hard sometimes. Um, it's hard on my tongue. Okay, that sounds wrong. Nobody clip that, please. Don't clip that. English is hard. Um, I feel like it makes me. I don't know how to say it without sounding weird. um, English is hard on my tongue, quite literally, because I feel it feels a little bit like numb after a while. It's also my first language. It's my quote unquote second language. Uh, but yeah. Yukita, thank you for the go, let's go. And Taffy, welcome. Thank you for joining for the first time, probably, or welcome back for the second time. I hope you're doing good today. It's my first two, and it sucks sometimes. Okay, what do you guys find the hardest about English? Since you guys have English as a first language, I'm actually curious because it's my second language, and I I stumble on certain words because the French is coming back at some points. Sorry, I'm putting out the French accent, very very strong French accent right now. But yeah, I'm actually curious. What is so hard about English? What is the hardest thing you think? Could barely catch your French accent. Yukita, thank you so much. It's a little bit visible in certain words that I say. Words with double meanings and slang mostly. Thank you for the pink pen light tea. I really appreciate it. The spelling. So do double meanings. Do you have an example? My brain cannot think of one right now. And kind of weird sometimes. Weird rules and stuff. Yeah, I think I understand this one. Also, spelling things suck. The spelling things sucks in English. Oh god, you guys, have you ever like looked at how French is written? French French is strange. Not gonna lie, French is can be very strange. With letters that you do not pronounce. Plurals with s at the end that do not pronounce. I'm not too bad with spelling, but there are just a few like words I misspell every time. Do you have an example as well? French seems so intimidating, to be honest. Written or spoken? I'm curious about this one too. Both. So do you think I would sound intimidating speaking French to you guys? Like rose, for example. Rose, it has like 3 or 4 minutes, but it's spelled the same, exact same. So rose as in the flower, rose as in the color, rose as rising, and rose thinking of the fourth one. I'm thinking of the fourth one. Just earlier I was trying to spell ukulele and I always do ukulele. No, I feel you. I feel you on that. French is much harder than English. Yeah, we have some weird rules. I agree that we have some weird rules. Faelie in French. How do I pronounce Faelie in French? Faelie in French would be Faelie. So it's almost the same. Almost. And also the words that sound the same suck too. um I always had like this issue with beard bird and beer and bear. Every time I hesitate for a second. I've been studying French for a while and I think I'm picking up a lot of it pretty well. Ooh. So, comment ça va, Adrimichu? Was it intimidating? Yoshima, welcome back. Hi. Thank you for the hi sticker. Misery, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? A little intimidating. Comment ça va was a little intimidating. I'm just asking, how are you? And I hope you're doing good still. I hated there. I hate there, and there. Yeah. No, this one I totally get. Did you say something? My headphones are dying. Oh, I was asking comment ça va, Dreamichu. How are you doing? Maybe I'll do a little bit of French class as a stream. That would be interesting. That would be funny. Teaching you French words, French cuss words. Ça va bien. Ah, c'est bien. Je suis contente. Je suis contente. Let's go. Teaching French. Tuxcat, California. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? How are you doing today or tonight? I took French in high school and I remember basically nothing. Basically me with German. I took German and I don't remember anything. I remember wie geht's dir? Ich heiße Faelie. Hello, how are you, Tuxcat, California? Well, my phone is warm. Very warm. So yeah, French streams. Wait, actually, I need to write this down as well, or else I will forget. French teaching keyboard ASMR. Teaching French words. Pleasant clicking sounds. You like the keyboard? I took way too many languages classes and now I just have a jumbled mess of words in my head. Honestly, I feel you on that, Izumi. I really feel you on that. Um, I took at one point I learned Mandarin. Iru, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Mandarin, and it was hard. It was really hard. It was something. And then I learned Korean, and then I started picking up a little bit of Japanese, and then Spanish, and then Portuguese, and I was like, oh god. Especially Portuguese and Spanish. I was like, I'm getting stuff mixed up. I'm just no thought and empty all the time. That happens to me a lot too, Jimichu. I tend to dissociate sometimes. Too many, a lot of languages, but I'm not fluent in any of them except for French and English. Spanish I understand a lot, but I don't know how to properly communicate. I'm learning Japanese right now, and learning a new alphabet is the hardest thing I think I've ever done. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. I would say that I have this like way of thinking it that is um I would say Korean is the easy level when you want to learn a new alphabet, because like it's very logical. It has like literal like letters. Sometimes it's like pronunciation, but it's letters most of the time. Japanese would be intermediate because it's like syllables, and then we have Mandarin, which is like literal um, different characters for everything. I want to learn Japanese too, but I put it on hold for French because two at the same time feels like a lot. Yeah, especially with French that has like so many different rules, and then Japanese when you have to learn uh, three different alphabets. Well, um, hiragana and katakana would be the best. Maybe don't learn kanji. Kanji is like a mess. It's chaos. It's chaos. It's like Mandarin. It's hard. Um, yeah, I totally understand why would you would not pick up the two at the same time. But you're starting to understand French a lot, so I know like half of my hiragana maybe. That's already good, honestly. I would say with anything, take your time. If you want to learn anything new, take your time with it and be patient with yourself as well, because sometimes we want to rush things, and I know exactly the frustration of what it is like to feel like you're not progressing fast enough, especially as someone that's very clumsy. So I speak Japanese and English, but I can't imagine learning a third one. My brain would explode. I feel you on that, Tuxcat. I feel you so much. So much. Uh, my brain would explode if I had to learn like maybe a fourth language, because I really want to learn Spanish. I will learn Spanish. I am determined to learn Spanish. But after that, I think I'm gonna stop. I'm totally going to stop. Maybe I'll learn Japanese. I don't know. Oh god, but it takes a lot of time. Why do you want to learn Spanish? So it's a widely spoken language, and I really want to travel. I'd like to check out Mexico one day. So yeah, I'd like to be able to speak Spanish if I go there. Mexico looks like a cool place with good food and warmth, which I love. I love warmth so much. I'm constantly having to remind myself that it's okay to mess up some hiragana and katakana since I've just only started taking learning seriously. Izumi! Izumi. It's important that you remind yourself to be patient. It's okay to mess up because you're learning. And thank you for the icy, Tuxcat. You're still learning, and learning takes time. It takes time and effort. So when you feel too frustrated, please don't stress yourself out too much and don't be too harsh on yourself, because like failing means learning. It doesn't mean that you're like messing up completely. It's a way, like, it's important to make mistakes because that's how you learn. It's the best way to learn, basically. And since you're just starting out, you have all the rights to make mistakes, and even later on you will have all the rights to take mistakes. If you feel frustrated, take a step back. Sometimes a good night of sleep helps a lot, and you can pick it back up the next day. Just don't do that all the time, because you will never learn if you run away from it all the time. But yeah, I believe in your abilities, and I'm sure you believe in yourself too. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me. I think I'm just saying the the logical thing to say in these types of stuff, in these types of situation, because like it makes sense to not put too much pressure on yourself when you're just learning something. I mess up all the time. I miss my spells all the time. I mess up my spells all the time, and I get scolded by my teacher. Um, before I started, like, before my debut, during my pre-debut phase, I actually failed a spell that turned me into a slime before I got back to this form. So, you know, I'm still learning. And I'm trying not to be too harsh on myself, but I'm also trying not to turn myself into a slime again. Yuma, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? It's almost end stream for me, guys. We have 5 minutes left. If you want to say anything, ask anything. I'm listening to you. What's my favorite Sanrio character? That's a good question. I really like Kuromi. I really like Kuromi. Kuromi is very cool, and I like cool characters. Kuromi, Cinnamon Roll is very cute. Pom Pom Puddin is very cute as well. Kero Kero P is very cute as well. Ah, there's too many, and I love Agretsuko. Agretsuko would be my favorite with Kuromi, honestly. Agretsuko is very funny. My favorite genre of music. I don't think I have a favorite because I listen to so much different genres. It goes from metal to R&B to rap to reggae to Vocaloid to pop to EDM to techno to, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot. So I listen to a lot. Um, do I have any favorite artists though? I don't think I have. Aurora, maybe. I really like Aurora. If you guys don't know Aurora, Aurora. It's so hard to pronounce for me. Aurora in French. So yeah. Uh, that would be one of my favorite artists. Um, any more questions? Do you have more? Do you have more questions to ask me? If I have a favorite type of plant, flower, if I would marry someone in my in my gym mates. I'm pulling the like craziest questions right now. Pancakes or waffles? Oh, that's so hard. Do you do gardening? A little bit. A little bit of gardening. Pancakes or waffles? Oh shoot. It depends of the mood because pancakes are so good in the morning, and then waffles would be great in the afternoon. I yeah, it's a very hard question. Pancakes are great in the morning, and waffles would be great in the afternoon with tea. Yeah, it does depend on the vibe. I really agree. And gardening is very interesting. Um, I really like plants in general. I really like flowers, and I would love one day to make a vegetable garden from scratch. Maybe another idea stream for like idea of stream for hand cam. Me just doing gardening. That would be funny. Hand cam gardening, making seedling sprouts. I can't take care of my plants to save my life. I always forget. You always forget to water your plants. I feel you. Sometimes life gets very, very busy. Thank you for the hard eyes, by the way, Yukita. Sometimes life gets very busy, and you have to remember to also feed yourself to the point that you look at your plants and it's been 3 days, and you're like, whoops. So I also feel you on that. All right. We are all sort of tiny plants, you know. We gotta take care of ourselves, and life gets busy, and you gotta do some self-care, and then you forget you have plants to take care of. Because they don't scream nor squeak nor wave at you if they need something. Okay, it's gonna be time for me. I see that I have like 7% battery. I don't want to leave you guys just like this, so I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for chatting with me. I really appreciate your presence here. I really had fun. And I hope to see you not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm offline, but on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to do the, 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 the Leafy's mascot. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And thank you for wishing me a good night. I wish you guys a good night too. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for liking, by the way, Tuxcat. Have a good night, sweet dreams. Thank you for the Hoshi stickers, me. Thank you so much. Please take care, and until next time, bye bye.